And good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? I hope that you all are doing okay this morning. On a wonderful morning, I decided to um, do a quick little video. I got a real busy day today. But as you come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Also, share the content. That helps the channel, but definitely hit the like button as you come in. I hope that you fathers who always complaining about not getting no love, always complain about I get my little tie and my little card one day out of the year. I hope that you enjoyed your one day because it's back to regular today, okay? Everything back to regular today. I hope you enjoyed your one day that we give y'all because everything back to normal today. You just go back to the background. It's all about the women. But anyways, you guys, I decided to get on to talk about Cornelius and Straight Drop. Will Cornelius was Cornelius and Straight Drop um, the shooters of Young Dog? And I know there has been a lot of confusion about whether it was Cornelius and Straight Drop. And I wasn't out there. The majority of us was not out there. But based on what I've been told by people that are that has inner information on this case, that is working this case, I don't know how they're going to get out of it. I know a lot of people talk about Cornelius, and Cornelius, as I've always said, he's a little older. He's about 33 years old, but he's not innocent. Now, just because a person has a history of robbing and stealing and burglaries and things of that nature, because Cornelius even has some stuff expunged off of his records, but it's never expunged in my system. Um, but hey, people can have stuff expunged. It does not mean that he is a murderer, even if a person is robbing and stealing, right? But just based on what I've been told, the type of evidence that they got on Cornelius, I don't know how he's going to get out of it. I've heard people say that, Cornelius was possibly the driver. But even if he was the driver, he's still more than likely going to be charged with the same thing. That means he was involved in this. But me personally, I believe that Cornelius was out there that day. Okay. Now, if he was not out there, if that was not, well, he was out there for sure. He was out there, you know. Let me just say, if he wasn't the one holding that Draco, then just from what I know, he did a good job of putting himself in that. You have to understand, out of all the people in the world, out of all the people in the state of Tennessee, the police did not just close their eyes and take their finger and just point it at two people. That's illegal. They did not do that. This went before a grand jury. And whatever it was, see, you have to understand when you start saying, well, all they got was, some shoes and some pants and a phone. Okay, you have to think about, you guys. That's why I always say, just kind of wait until the trial go on. Don't be so quick to get yourself all worked up. There is no way that I could be 100% sure unless I was out there, right? But based on and I do trust what the investigators are saying. Based on what they're saying, they got two of the people. Do I think they were the only two out there? No. And I'm gonna get into that in a few minutes. But if Cornelius was not involved in this, he did a good job of putting himself in it, because there is no reason why he should have had all of that evidence in his house. Contrary to what one might want to say, if he was not out there, he was involved in some kind of way, because some evidence was in his house that linked back to that crime scene. So that's why I said I don't know how he's going to, get out of it. You have to understand, when they went and got those cell phones, have y'all thought about what was in those cell phones? Y'all do know they was able to turn them cell phones on and look at some text messages, right? Okay. So that's why I say, if he wasn't, he did a good job of putting himself in it. Okay. He did a good job of putting himself in it. That's why I don't really know how he's going to get out of there, you know. And as far as straight drop, now, y'all have to understand, okay? And I'm not going to get into everything that I was told. But as far as straight drop, and I know people want to put all of the weight on straight drop's shoulder. I feel like he was the person that was supposed to take the whole fall anyways. That's how they kind of set it up. That's why somebody got on my page one day and was like, but what you don't understand is that is that Straight Drop's whole family is going to be taken care of. His family ain't got to worry about nothing. And it goes back to what I was saying, that these young men don't think, why would you let somebody pay you to screw your damn life up? What good is your family being taken care of and your daughter being taken care of when you got to have your ass in jail for the rest of your damn life? And people are allowing, these kids are allowing evil people to pay them to screw their lives up. Because I'm sure with Straight Drop sitting in jail now, he'd probably rather be out than have money that he can never enjoy. The only thing he could do is get some damn commissary. Okay. But based on what I was told, even with Straight Drop, even with the all of the evidence that they have on Straight Drop, I was told what they got on Cornelius is a more substantial, or they got a little bit more evidence on Cornelius than even Straight Drop. Cornelius stuff is even more substantial, just based on what was found. So that's why I say you have to allow this thing to play out. Now, I don't know everything, but just based on what I was told, I don't know how they're going to get out of it. Now, they talking about, people talk about that picture, well, I've heard people say, well, on that picture, that's Paper Route Woo. There wasn't no damn Paper Route Woo. Paper Route Woo is about 6'6", 6'7". That wasn't nobody but damn Straight Drop. The one that was running back to that car with his damn drawers showing. That was Straight Drop. Okay. It was him. Okay. And you know how I know it was him? Because based on what I was told, there's video of him going into another location with the same stuff on. That's why I say y'all gotta let this stuff play out. It's so much stuff that y'all don't know. And see, people will get on here and get you emotional. And even if you don't want to believe me, you don't have to. Just kind of just let it play out, because I don't try to force people to believe anything I say. I always say, just let it play out. Okay. But even with video work, y'all, I do video work also. I have a video business. Video can be extremely deceptive. I study video all the time. I watch video. I do editing and things of that nature. The only thing that they did was took a screenshot. It wasn't edited. They just took a damn screenshot of a video, and it happens all the time. That's practice. It happens when they're trying to get a bite, and they got it. And it didn't take much, because of these people did a lot of self-snitching. These folks really snitched on themselves. Now, Cornelius was more seasoned. He didn't. But he wasn't that smart, because I guess he thought that, he could have went up under the radar if some of his co-defendants or soon to be co-defendants or whatever, or these young men, some of these folks that's going to be indicted, didn't have diarrhea at the damn mouth. That's because Cornelius is a seasoned criminal. Okay. But he wasn't that smart, because he didn't get rid of the stuff. Why are you going to go and take that stuff and put it right in your house? Put the phones right there with all the information I'm told and stuff in it. See, you have to know everything. And I don't even know what was in the phones, but it was enough for him to get an indictment. So a lot of times when people, it's so easy to say that all police all across America are crooked. And there have been some police to do some criminal things. But I promise you, Cornelius and them were not set up. Now, as far as that picture, they set themselves up for failure. Shit. Now, as far as those pictures, um, like I said, it's a screenshot, and I'm sure that they gave that angle because we don't know what else was on that lot. Do I feel like they were the only ones involved? Hell no, I'll be crazy. I don't believe that. I don't believe that they were the only ones that was out there. Because if you listen to one of the witnesses, and I'll just say what one of the witnesses said. We all heard that, right? She said it was 2 carloads full, but we don't know if it was more. But the authorities know if there was more because that's a busy place. I'm sure everybody's car didn't pull up on that lot, even if they were around that area. But there was cameras in every angle. Okay. And of course, the police is not going to put their whole case out there. They're not obligated to do that. That's what the trial is for. Okay. And then you don't let people know what you have while you consistently building your case. And that's why a lot of vloggers have been hired to get y'all emotional on here. But doing that is not going to change anything because Cornelius and Straight Drop is going to jail. If Cornelius was not involved, he should not have put himself in it. He should have told him, y'all go keep this damn evidence at somebody else's house. Okay, that's what he should have did. He shouldn't. So people are saying, well, I don't think that Cornelius had any affiliation with them. Cornelius lived in that same damn neighborhood that Straight Dropping them hung out in. It's hard for me to believe that he did not know them. That's number one. He lived in the neighborhood that they hung out in. And number two, why would he have that stuff in his house? Did they just close their eyes and decide we're gonna stash this up right here at somebody's house that we don't know? Of course not. Either him or somebody he know got some type of affiliation with the crime, and I'm prone to believe it's him because we don't know what kind of talking Cornelius has not done. We don't know. We don't know who all that they have down there in that jail that we don't know about. Because from what I'm told, Straight Drop is not the only one in high profile custody. We all know Cornelius is not. He's in the annex now in a real low level. So it leads me to believe that he might be chopping his chops to the people, maybe not for the main people yet, but for some of the ones that he feel is safe to tell on. Okay. So that's why I say, I don't know. I wasn't out there. The majority of us was not out there, but based on what I've been told, I don't know how they're gonna get out of it. Because if they were not involved, they did a good job of involving themselves. Okay, they did a good job of putting themselves in it. So I don't know, y'all. We have to see. I just like I said, I don't see how they're gonna get out of it. Are they the only ones? No, it's gonna be some more indictments. This Dolph situation, when you hear them say it's gonna go on for a while, number one, it's because of the court system is already backed up, and I'm hearing that COVID is going up again, and they're gonna start shutting down the courts. Not having court every day, so that keeps the system backed up. Number two, it's a whole lot of stuff going on in this Dolph's case. And a lot of times it takes time, especially when you're dealing with a criminal organization. Straight Dropping them are just the people, from what I'm hearing, on the lower level. They just the little foot soldiers and crash dummies that are sent out. Okay? They're not the root of the problem. The root of the problem is what I'm hearing is they're trying to dig up, and which it should be dug up. That's draining the swamp, because the root of the problem is people that is funding these criminalistic organizations. They are the funders. They're funding and giving these young men money to destroy the community, the Black community, as well as themselves. You know, I hate Straight Drop them did that. I do. It don't make me feel good to know that these young men have messed their lives up as well as some of the other ones, but I don't give a damn about them ones at the top that's going to jail because they going. They know at some point they're going to get got. And from what I'm hearing, they still out here doing criminal shit. Because when people have put themselves in a godlike position, they think they can't be touched because they're used to people who don't have high IQs going and taking their time. Folks would go and mess their background up and go and do time and take themselves away from their family for another damn man. And people feel like their money, they pay people money, which is crumbs, to take time out of their life and go spend time in jail and away from their family and children. And they do it. Oh, you know, I'm going to take care of your family. And when you get out, you ain't going to have nothing to worry about. And you go do 10, 15 years. You got to be a damn fool. But that's what's happening. It's been happening. And I'm so glad that the right people have caught on to that, because even when this is over, some of these folks ain't gonna be able to pay nobody to go do their time. They're gonna have to go do their own time. And trust me, I believe they'd rather put a gun to their head. See, these folks can send hits and pay folks to go do hits, but they can't do no time. They can't do no time. Okay. They too weak to go do time. But they don't have a problem with destroying, as long as they can hide behind their money, but they too weak to go do time. Okay. And so I think that's why all of this destruction is going on. It's an uproar. Some of these folks still think they ain't gonna be touched because they feel like I got my money in place to play these fools to go destroy their lives and go do 15, 20 years for me. What good is money and you got to be in jail? My family taken care of when your kids need you on the outside. How could you let somebody pay you to do that to your children and your mothers and stuff? It's something wrong. But do I think that Cornelius and Straight Drop gonna get up? I don't see how they're gonna get out of it. Do I think they were the only ones involved? I sure don't. But based on what I've been told, I don't know how they're gonna get out of it. Because y'all, they don't have them down there for nothing. Just remember that. But make sure you like the video, you guys. I gotta run because, like I said, I got a heavy day today. I gotta go take care of some stuff. But make sure y'all like and subscribe and share. I want to thank y'all again for being subscribers and being supportive. I really appreciate you guys. Talk to you later.